Hello and good morning. Welcome to the 2020 class presidential debate for Team 4B here at Parkway Elementary. With me today, I have two candidates. Those are people who want to become president coming here to debate, which means they are going to tell us exactly why they think they should be president and what they want to do to make our school and our class a better place. The two candidates I have today for the debate are Smokey Pendragon and Rashid Noyes. Now, these two candidates are very big people when it comes to our classroom. They help us a lot. We have our phonics friend and we have our class pet. Now, while Rashid is new to the school and to the classroom, he has a lot of ideas that he wants to share to make our classroom and school a better place. Meanwhile, we have Smokey Pendragon, who has been here for 3 years now and thinks that he kind of understands what Team 4B is all about, and he has some ideas of how he can make it a better place. Now, gentlemen, this is going to be a 4-part debate where you are going to tell us exactly what your opinion is and your ideas are in this campaign on 4 different topics. We have the topic of school time, morning meetings, homework, and fun Fridays. Those are the 4 topics that you were supposed to be campaigning on and giving your ideas towards. And then once we've heard from both candidates on their stance on these 4 topics, it'll be up to you to think about who you want, which candidate to be our class president. Tomorrow, your votes will be casted, and I will let you, the audience, know, the people know who is your new class president. Well, let's get started. Our first topic today is on the topic of school time. Now, when asked both candidates, let's see, Rashid, what is your opinions on school time? Ooh, I think the audience will really like that. Rashid has recorded that he believes school should end 10 minutes early. Why waste the daylight while we have it, especially since winter is coming and it'll be dark early? Smokey Pendragon, what is your opinion on the matter of school time? Interesting again. While Rashid Noyes would like to have 10 minutes less of school, Smokey argues that rather than end school early, we should just have 10 minutes more of recess time and end at the same time every day. So that way, each class can have recess when they want and just have it 10 minutes longer, but everyone still gets out at the same time. Which opinion do you agree with more? Which idea on school time? Let us know. All right, gentlemen, the next topic in our candidate debate today is on the topic of morning meeting. Now, morning meeting tends to take place in the morning unless you are the PM cohort of the day, which means you have an afternoon meeting. But unfortunately, the afternoon meetings aren't normally that long. So I'm curious to see what your 2 opinions are on the topic of morning meeting. Mr. Pendragon, we'll start with you. Mr. Pendragon has been here for several years and he adores the idea of a student helper, where one student helps out that day with all of the tasks. However, he thinks that the student helper should become the star of the day. And while also helping with all the different tasks like calendar or choosing the game or being our traffic cop for the day, he says that instead of morning meeting sharers being different, the student helper should be the star of the day, meaning helping, but also being the sharer, rather than having it go through everyone every single day. Every day there will be one student helper, but also one sharer. Now, Mr. Noyes, what would you like to say about morning meeting? Interesting. On the opposite approach, Mr. Noyes, Rashid Noyes here, says that rather than a student helper, we should have students helping out. So in that case, he wants to bring in class jobs, where rather than the student helper is in charge of everything, and there's a select group of students who are sharing that day, he believes that we should have a student in charge of calendar, a student in charge of being the traffic cop for red light, green light, and other games, And he believes that we should have a student in charge of the morning greeting, yes, and have students be in charge of sharing for the week. So from Monday to Friday, those students would have that be their class job. That way, rather than one student be in charge of everything for one day, kids are in charge of different things for 1 week, and it would cycle between the cohorts. Interesting stuff, interesting stuff. Are you a fan of the student helper, or are you a fan of having everybody get a job? Let us know. Gentlemen, this is an exciting topic. It's on the topic of Fun Friday. Now, on Fun Friday, Ms. Remitz does a read aloud. As of right now, it has been between Mr. Pendragon and I, between different silly books or fun books we don't get to cover in class, or dragon books, right? These two men have different opinions, though, on what Fun Friday should be all about. Let's see what the men have given me examples of what they think should be read. Mr. Rashid, can you please share? Mr. Noyes believes that we should on Fridays share student stories, whether they are written online or a parent sends in a picture, or we have the actual story copy here as a previous year's example. Mr. Noyes believes that Fun Friday should be Miss Remitz sitting in front of a campfire or some sort of fireplace, reading the students' stories that they've been working hard on this week or the previous week. Very interesting take. That's very fresh. I like it. Mr. Pendragon, he's combining both the sharing days for writing and Fun Fridays. What is your rebuttal for that? Mr. Pendragon believes that Fun Fridays is supposed to be about reading new books and seeing what sort of books are out there, and that Miss Remitz and Smokey Pendragon, as a good team, know these stories that other students might not have heard of. So he believes that we should continue reading fun stories like Dragons Love Tacos. Oh, you just wanted to advertise this book, you silly goose. He believes that we should continue to read books like that to show the students that when it comes to reading, sometimes you might just have a fun book and there's no other reason to read it. Well, that's a very interesting and new take, gentlemen. To finish off our debate, we have one last campaign topic that these two have decided to have an opinion on, and that is the idea of homework. Dun-dun. Now, Smokey believes that we should continue having our reading homework and our math homework, where we have one book or one page to do every night. Isn't that right, sir? So that way you have a little bit of schoolwork every single night. However, it only takes you a little bit to complete. Mr. Rashid, what would you like to say? Meanwhile, Mr. Noyes believes that we should have a math packet and our journeys packet that we have been getting, and have those packets be given out to you, the class, on Mondays, and they are due to Ms. Remitz on Fridays. That way, though it is several pages of work, you can do it all at once, or you can do it once every night and choose the way you want to do your homework. Well, gentlemen, thank you for coming out to our first 2020 presidential debate. Tomorrow, my friends, you are going to get to cast your votes. Oh, yes, hello? Yes, it's been told that tomorrow you are going to cast your votes through the form of a Flipgrid. You will have to go to the Flipgrid that I will be posting on the Wednesday class schedule, and you are going to have to film telling us who you are voting for and why. Are you voting for Rashid Noyes, our phonics friend, or are you voting for Smokey Pendragon, our current class pet? Let us know in your Flipgrid, but also tell us a reason why you are voting for them. Well, gentlemen, thank you for coming today and giving us your wonderful opinions on how to make Team 4B and Parkway a better place. That's all for me. My name is Miss Remitz, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a nice day.